Welcome back to What's the 411 News, where we bring you news observation, interpretation, and news commentary from an FBA and BGR perspective. Let's get it.
What's good, family? You're locked in with What's the 411 News, the place where you get news observation, interpretation, and news commentary. I'm your anchor, Romello, bringing you the truth, straight with no chaser. Now let's get into this one. The Trump administration sent a very loud and clear message to Harvard University: comply or say goodbye to your foreign student privileges. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security dropped the hammer this week, warning Harvard that it might lose the right to enroll international students if it doesn't cough up detailed visa-related info by April 30th. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem went full scorched earth, canceling 2 federal grants worth $2.7 million and demanding records about what she called illegal and violent activities by foreign students during the ongoing pro-Palestinian protests on campus. Noem ain't sugarcoating it either. She said if Harvard doesn't prove it's on point with its reporting, the school can kiss its visa privileges goodbye. Straight like that. Now Harvard clapped back, respectfully. A university spokesperson said they'll follow the law but will not give up their constitutional rights or independence. Basically, we'll comply, but we're not folding. Let's be real, though. This ain't just about Harvard. This move is part of a much bigger pressure campaign by Trump's administration targeting elite universities nationwide. The protests, sparked by Israel's military actions in Gaza, have drawn in students from all backgrounds, including international students and even Jewish student groups calling for justice in Palestine. But Trump's camp, they're accusing these protesters of backing extremist ideologies. Because of that, hundreds of student visas have already been revoked, and deportation proceedings are in motion. Trump even threatened to strip Harvard of its tax-exempt status. The IRS is currently reviewing that. Harvard says doing so would wreck their financial aid and medical research programs. Oh, and it doesn't stop there. The administration already froze $2.3 billion in Harvard's federal funding, billion with a B, and they're eyeing another $9 billion. Columbia, Princeton, Cornell, they're all in the crosshairs too, especially for their diversity programs and student activism. Critics and human rights groups are sounding the alarm, saying this is a straight-up threat to academic freedom and freedom of speech. And let's not ignore the rising concerns about Islamophobia and anti-Arab sentiment stirred up by all this political heat. But Harvard, they're standing firm. They say they'll keep fighting against all discrimination and keep defending the right of students to protest peacefully. Now let me say this before we wrap. No doubt about it, we're witnessing a Trump takeover of sorts, and unfortunately, we are still seeing some of our own foundational Black Americans getting involved in other folks' affairs when those other folks have shown us time and time again that they don't really care about us. By the way, all this money that's being frozen right now, and all that wasteful money that DOJ allegedly found, can go straight to reparations. Remember when the Democrats were claiming that they didn't have money for reparations, yet they had money to give to the Afghans, the Asians, the illegals, and many other people who were non-Black American. Even an HBCU had the nerve to offer Ukrainians free room, board, and tuition. Shout out to Hampton University for that move. A historically Black college going out of their way to show other ethnicities love without those ethnicities showing love right back. You feel me? That's the word on What's the 411 News. I'm Romello. Always remember to keep your head on a swivel and keep your third eye open. Tap in next time for more news from an FBA and BGR perspective. I grant you Black peace, Black economic power, and Black reparations. Be sure to pick up the new book, The Fauci Files, Fauci's Dirty Secrets Exposed. Available on Amazon now. Peace.
Welcome back to What's the 411 News, where we bring you news observation, interpretation, and news commentary from an FBA and BGR perspective. Let's get it.